では続きです。
Howdy.
あんたはリージョンのブランドだということを知っている NCR に協力するなら身の安全と生活をお前だもん。
How? Who? I didn't want it to be like this. But that's my fate. True to Kaisar.
Oh fuck.
Found you. Ammo costs money, you know.
What is it? I didn't expect him to go quietly. Most Frumentari are hand-picked by Vulpes. They won't let just anyone mingle with the profligates. But hold on just a moment. Part of this ledger's encrypted. It'll take some time to crack it. But he noted something for today's date. If I'm reading this right, I think it's referencing grid coordinates. Let's see, that would be close to Sloan. It's been hell keeping Sloan supplied due to the powder gangers and Deathclaws. I might be way off base, but my instinct is to check this out. Look into this and I'll make it worth your while. Check out the road between Good Springs and Sloan. See if anything comes up. Just verify if any of our caravans have been hit on that route. If you find anything, try and follow up on it as best as possible. Good luck.
やっとか、これ？あ、これ？わかるか、そんなもん。書かれた地図を見る限り、パウダーギャングはここを近く東の洞窟に捕虜を移送したことを読み取る。ノーベル。
うわ。すげえ。完全に油断しとったわ。
ブスビートラップ。めっちゃいい。ちょっと待って。
なんや。
そこまで仕上げる。地雷かよこれ。
ここは地の果て流されて俺 It's strange to be called that in person. Been a while. I thought those thugs might give me away. Fools never learn to destroy letters. Permit me my own question. What makes you think I value my life, courier? That's right. I know all about you, Nuntius. But I'll stick with something more pressing. Why should I even consider working for a corrupt, plutocratic mob like the NCR? Death might be better. I've sacrificed more than you'll ever know. Duty and honor used to mean something to me. Everything. I helped the Legion pacify tribes, crucifying any dissidents. I was there when they threw Graham into the Grand Canyon. When the love of my life was beaten to death in front of me by the monster of the East, I said nothing. I know about sacrifice, courier. I will tell you what I know. Then I will disappear. I require no payment or pardon. I only ask for anonymity. Is that satisfactory? Well, where do I begin? Is there anything you want to know up front? Now is the time to ask.
マルコ、ここで
There's a name you don't hear muttered often. I suppose it's owed to ignorance and fear. I heard of him when I traveled in New Mexico. I've known killers, even legitimate psychopaths, but nothing quite like the stories surrounding Marco. Wild-eyed Texans said he killed whole towns. But it's probably just convenient fiction used to pass time around the campfire. He's flesh and blood. How bad can he be? Ulysses. That name is familiar. Yes, the fool with the ridiculous hair. I had the misfortune of working with him in Arizona. Most frumentarii are subtle creatures, apt to blend in, observe. He was the model of exhibitionism, always swaggering and preaching. I get nauseous just thinking of his fatuous tirades, railing on about bulls, bears, and dead nations. I believe he was impotent, hence the angst. I know there are scores of them. The Legion places a lot of stock in human intelligence and secrecy. I only knew about Blunt and Chapman. We have several men inside the NCR, among the officer corps, rangers, and even some elected officials. Damned if I know who they are, though. While it might surprise outsiders, the Legion is in need of additional slaves. Conquering tribes across Arizona made them an abundant resource. However, with expansion halted at Hoover Dam and Denver, slaves are no longer in steady supply. Unfortunately, the demand never dropped off. The Legion operates massive mines in Arizona that require scores of slaves, in conditions that kill off laborers in droves. Those mines provide the metal used to forge weapons and armor. Most of the Legion's supplies are produced and carried by slave labor. Understand? As such, an emergent priority in the Mojave is to facilitate the enslavement of NCR personnel, allies, and possibly VIPs. Raiding parties can only cover so much ground, though. A clever frumentarius, however, can convince other groups to target the NCR. So far, it's been a success. The NCR has cut patrols, and citizens are afraid to venture outside the cities. You've already made use of it. Chapman, Blunt, and I were the cogs for this scheme. They'll simply replace us. When it comes to slavery, forget about Cottonwood Cove or the fort. They're small time. Most of the chattel goes through Canyon Cove. It's down the Colorado, not far from Dry Wells. The Legion keeps a barge at Cottonwood Cove to ferry slaves there. Then they're shipped east. There's at least a century of legionaries guarding the site, with another century down the road. It's all overseen by Tullius of Prescott. He's a centurion handpicked by Caesar to oversee the slave trade. He's known within the Legion as Trucidator, the Killer. Killing Tullius and liberating the slaves would be a significant setback to the Legion, not to mention the fact that this would happen on their turf. They'd be forced to divert manpower from raiding parties to defense. If I were you, that would be my plan. It's your choice, Courier. Just remember, Audentes fortuna iuat. Should we never speak again, vale et bonum fortunam.
What is it? I'm impressed, Courier. You made the right play letting him live. He could be an asset to us later on. Let me take a look at this data. Canyon Cove. I know about this place. Rangers reported it after a LURP several months ago. Said it would take a company to clear it out. You won't have that luxury. Oliver doesn't want to allocate troops or resources for offensive operations before the big dance at Hoover Dam. This op will be off the books, Courier. We won't claim you if things go south. You'll be on your own. The flip side is we're paying you 10,000 caps if you pull it off. 2 up front and 8 on completion. Infiltrate Legion territory and terminate Tullius of Prescott. There are bonuses if you liberate slaves and terrorize the Legion garrison. There are 2 additional optional targets in Canyon Cove, Bo Harper and John Calhoun. The first is a slave catcher, the second a traitor. If you eliminate Harper and Calhoun, I'll throw in a tidy bonus. However, they are targets of opportunity. Tullius is the primary objective. I'd advise you bring any companions with you, along with ample ammunition and armament. This is going to be bloody. Are you in? Civilians? Well, these civilians managed to capture and enslave dozens, perhaps even hundreds of Mojave residents. Harper habitually infiltrates NCR territory to kidnap ex-slaves and return them for a bounty. It's not too different from your day job. Grandpa Calhoun is one of the chief slave traders in Legion territory. If you buy a slave in Arizona, there's a good chance it's got his brand. If you have reservations about taking out these animals, that's your call. Are you still in for the hit on Tullius? Glad to hear it. I just hope you appreciate what you're getting into. If it were me, I'd utilize a stealth boy, plant C4, and then blow it all to hell. Here are the caps, along with a few extras, courtesy of the agency. And don't forget, Esther's all yours when this is done. Good luck, Courier.
久しぶりに面白くなりそうです。
We're near a Legion slave camp now. I've been here before. Let's get one thing straight. I see any crimson, I'm taking a shot. You don't like that, you're on your own. I don't think I'd hold it against you.
思うようにやれよ。
Eat this.
全部殺せばいいんだな。
では、授業通り、ステルスで C4 仕掛けて回ります。
Our way. True to power.
ほな、行くで。遠いから手応えねえぞ。爆弾で一掃しすぎて盛り上がりに欠けるな。 カルフーンってこいつか？抵抗しないのか？
Bye.
おめえもカルフーンか？一家か？一家なのか？とにかく殺せばいいんだよな。誰やお前、なんで個室扱いや、なんで個室扱いや？ビップか？ブップなのか？ねえ、ビップなの？ビップなんでしょ？ねえ。おい。
奴隷めんどくせえから逃げろ。こっちで打ちなお前ら。何この作り。あ、めんどくせえ。
一人ずつ首は外さないといけないの？
Watch out!
You like that? I'm getting out of here.
Serving up some hurt.
子供いるのに部屋に骨飾るな。
Salve, stranger. We were just sitting down to dinner. Why don't you join us? Come in. Come get a bite to eat.
You hear there was some kind of shootout
Go
at one
ahead.
of them
Have a
casinos on the
seat.
strip? Some people got killed or something.
家族の前だからって格好つけてんじゃねえぞタコ。
Keeping
脱出や、ってお前ら邪魔。増援が来てやがる。
gonna fix this bitch.
奴隷がやられてるな。一緒に行動しないといけなかったか。脱出や。
What is it? Outstanding! There's simply no precedent for this. I doubt anyone else could have pulled it off. On behalf of the Republic and the agency, thank you. Anything else to report? Solid work. As promised, here's a bonus. Anything else? Solid work. As promised, here's a bonus. Anything else? Excellent work. Now we just have to figure out what to do with them. Yeah, about that. Esther cut another deal with us. Seems she was saving her trump card for last. Pretty damn shrewd. She offered to ID a mole in the agency in exchange for safe passage to Reno. We accepted. She's gone. Whatever business you had with her will have to wait. Maybe. Maybe not. Her intel was good, so we honored the deal. Something tells me she'll get hers in good time. So, anything else? I wasn't sure you were going to work out, but I'm glad we reached out to you. I'm hoping this is the beginning of a long partnership. As soon as another job opens up that requires your unique skill set, we'll get in touch with you. Take care, Courier.
以上です。ご視聴ありがとうございました。